gonna see how I go doing a sit down video. Okay, so basically today's video is gonna be about PMDD, which is premenstrual dysphoric disorder. I was diagnosed with it about 10 months ago, but I realised like that something was kind of severely wrong 6 months to a year prior to that. So for 6 months I made a log of like everything that I was feeling, so that when I went to the doctor they could have the best diagnosis possible. A few months into me writing down what was going on with me, I watched a YouTube video, and I cannot remember who it is. If I do remember, I'll link it. I think it was her first time like actually talking about mental health issues. So it was interesting to hear her take on it, and she's probably the reason that I actually went to the doctors. It's basically severe PMS. It comes prior to your period, around 7 to 14 days around your periods. The number one thing that made me realise like I have to go to the doctors is that I literally heard that girl say it's 7 to 14 days every month. So if that's 14 days every month, that's half a month. So in a year, that is 6 months out of a year that I'm feeling depressed. And I think the most important thing to mention about it is that you literally go from one day, like genuinely very, very happy, normal self, you know, enjoying your life. You have like daily struggles, obviously, like everybody has. And then you almost feel bipolar, because like the next day it's like, my partner doesn't like me, my friends hate me, I must have done something wrong. It's a spiral, and like I don't know for anybody else that has it, but I tend to realise that like it gets worse as the days go on, and then about 2 days before my period everything stops again and I'm fine, yet then I come on my period and I'm like, does Mother Nature hate me? I'm now going to go into how like my days actually go. They make me the complete opposite of who I am, or the worst. They bring out my worst traits and they magnify them. I basically go from somebody that really, like, I love my friends and I want to be there for them and I support them, and then for those days, which by the way I would like to mention I am on currently, for those days I literally just fail. Like, I can't text people back. Literally when I say I can't. Like, I'll go to, and if I have texted you back during those times, it doesn't sound like me because it's like scripted. Because I just don't even know, like, I feel like you hate me, I feel like anything I say will be wrong. Yeah, so it just doesn't feel like me. I know it sounds really stupid, like, I can't text you back, but no, like, seriously, I just can't. Like, I feel like I go to do it and I read it, and then I hold it down and I press unread, mark as unread, and that is literally my tactic. And then in a week or 2 weeks time I'll text you back and I'll be myself. You end up with like mood swings that are actually ridiculous, because in the back of your mind you're like, this doesn't annoy me yesterday, why does it literally make my blood boil today? Like, so basically imagine PMS. Obviously if you're a guy, I'm sorry, you don't really, like, you probably know about PMS but you don't know, you know, you don't know. You have physical issues as well. So it's not just like I can't text back, it's not just I'm angry and depressed, it's low energy, muscle fatigue, like a ridiculous amount of muscle fatigue, and like you get like achy joints, you get like back pain, but like an extreme amount. That's kind of like the start, and it goes to like feeling like, well, what's the point? Like, what's the point if I'm gonna keep feeling like this and everything I do isn't good enough? Then what's the point? Which is a horrible thing to think every single month, especially when I literally love my life. I honestly, like, I have a great life and I'm very happy, and then for this week to 2 weeks I feel completely like helpless. And not only that, I feel fatigued and I feel like I need to be in bed all day. The suicide rate, or the attempted suicide rate, is extremely high. And you do get to the end of that like 2 weeks and you do want to kill yourself. But the main thing that I have in my head is, if yesterday you were laughing and joking with your friends, you were going to work, and you didn't want to die, then surely you still don't want to die now. And I know that that's like a really touchy thing to say, but it's true. That's literally how I feel. The worst time that it got for me is that I was sat in my bath and I'd rung like the person that I was seeing at the time and they didn't pick up. Obviously everyone has a life, that is fine. And then I'd rung my friend and they hadn't picked up. And you know when you just feel like you can only talk to a certain type of person in this moment. And I was sat literally in the bath thinking, I'm gonna do it. And that's when I went to the doctors, and I basically just sat there and cried and told them that literally every month it goes from a panic attack, anxiety attack, feeling like everyone hates me, to literally wanting to die and thinking I may as well just end this. And I'm only being so like real about this because it might actually help somebody. Like, it helped me to hear that girl say 2 weeks out of every month equals 6 months of a year, equals half your life, like if you don't do something about it. Which brings me on to what I did. So I went to the doctors, and my doctor realised that you could actually take sertraline just for the days that you're feeling depressed. Which not many people understand doing, because obviously they think that you need to have a build-up effect, but like my like basic understanding is that I don't have depression, I just have a hormone issue around those days. So I think it's almost acts as like a boost. Some doctors seem to know loads on it, and some doctors seem to think that I'm ridiculous for only taking it those 2 weeks, but I will say they make the world of difference. I mean, other than COVID changing my diet, I cut sugar down quite significantly compared to what I was eating. A healthy diet makes all the difference, getting enough sleep makes all the difference, and having a pattern. So literally scheduling in, this is when I sleep, no questions asked, nobody comes before that, is really important. And the next thing is obviously exercise. So exercise is the one thing that I really was just like, I went to the doctors and they were like, antidepressants are the last resort, and I was like, I feel the same way. However, I've cut my caffeine as low as I'm going to cut it, improve my diet as much as I could. I train, I do cardio, I think about all those endorphins, I've got positive energy, I do as much as I do as much as I can. That's what I do, and it could help if you do have like severe PMS, or if you consider or think that you have PMDD, if you're considering going to the doctors. I'm back.
Hello. Fries before guys, always.
The last thing that I actually really wanted to talk about, and I think is more important for the people that are like supporting people that struggle with this or any mental health problem, is like, take it seriously. Like, we feel stupid and we feel like it's not real and we feel like we're making it up. I mean, I'm talking for myself here, but like genuinely, I know a lot of people that have mental health problems or like hidden illnesses that feel like they're not taken seriously, or that they're being dramatic because other people play it down and then you play it down. Don't play it down. Like, honestly, like, realize what they're going through, because the way that I describe it to, even on here, like, I sound severe and it's not even as severe as it feels for me. And yeah, take it seriously, do your research and try and figure out how you can help them. Be supportive, be my Katie. Probably change their entire world if you did, you know, care enough to research, care enough to check in. Previously, like, I've been made to feel bad for not tasting back or not being able to work as hard. And I do just think, like, you never know what someone's going through. Like, people can explain it or people may not explain it. You don't know how hard it is for them inside. So do your best to be that little angel that doesn't give up on them even when they want to give up on themselves. The people that got me through the initial stages of like realizing each month I was getting worse and making me realize that like no matter what, they'll be there. Those people are people that I will have in my life forever, and even if they're not like full here all the time, I got you, I got your back. It may take me 7 to 14 days to message you back, but I will, and I'll always be there for you because you got me in my hardest times. So yeah, take it seriously. If you do think you're suffering from it, I mean, I'm not an expert by no means. I just know what I know. If you need any help, obviously please message me on here, message me on Instagram, whatever. Yeah, I hope that I can help, even if it's with a completely different illness. I hope I can make you realise that, like, you're valid, your diagnosis is valid, and you're worth more than letting a mental illness take over your entire life. Like, let it take over your brain for however long it needs to, but do not let it change your life. Don't let it take everything you've worked for and ruin it, because you deserve all the happiness in the world. Okay, the next thing you're gonna see is yesterday. So we're gonna go rewind into yesterday, and it was me and Katie's first day back in the gym. So we did some class training because I am teaching classes again for the first time in 2 years, so it's very nerve-wracking. It was kind of just easing ourselves back in. Yeah, so you'll see that next. Thank you for listening. I hope you got this far, and I hope it helped in some sort of way, regardless of, you know, whether you have it, think you have it, or are supporting somebody with any mental health issue or any issue really. Anyway,
Happy gym day! We're gonna go lift and do some spin.
okay guys, we're very excited today because it is our first day back in the gym, obviously because it's the first day that gyms have opened. Spin, burn and back and some arms, not too much, but yeah, so we'll just see how it is being able to film in there.
And also not exercising for me for like 4 months, so I don't know why she's wanted me to do so much, but we'll give it a go.
I mean, I've only trained once a week.
I mean, you're wanting me to do spin, fat burn, whatever it is.
Wait, we do have something to say. This can be my, like, I am officially joining JD Doncaster, so I will be PTing only at Pure Gym, and then I will be PT and fitness coach at JD Gyms in Doncaster.
So get all your little butts to JD.
Yes.
The only reason why I'm actually coming is like, Katie, can I practice my spin on you so I know when the beat drops? And you can tell me when the beat drops.
Because Katie's really good at music.
And I'm really great at spin, obviously.
Oh. Anyway, yeah. Next bit is going to be our little workout, so yeah, enjoy.
Woo, woo, woo.
Enjoy.
Buzzing.
Lovely. Joe Blair. just a quick story time that's going to start with the fact that people from Sheffield don't really like Doncaster. However, Katie's dad...
Not all people.
Sorry, judgmental.
Doncasterans.
Yeah, judgmental people don't like Doncaster. I actually really like Doncaster. Anyway, Katie's just said that she's got bad memories from Doncaster because her dad owns a house here, and it creeps her out because...
You know when you just get that feeling when a place here, a place just gives you like that cringe. It's kind of like I've got the ick of Doncaster. And my dad used to live here when I was younger. Well, yeah, when I was younger,
got the ick.
When I was younger, I used to visit obviously my dad and stay in his house. And there was one night where I was sick banana. And if anyone, comment below if you've ever been sick banana, because it is the most terrifying experience. Because if you think about it, you don't actually chew banana that much. You don't.
No.
So when it comes out, clumps. Oh my god! We need to save it! We need to save it!
Oh my god.
We need to save it! No one... Oh shit. Right, what